Welcome if this your first time here. Today we reviewing Power Book 2. Season 4, Episode 9. It's one episode left. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. But we gotta start with Tariq. This guy has literally been a goofy the entire time I've been watching him. And I ain't been saying, I've been dealing with the positive. But it was two scenes that made me go, yo, how goofy can you be? The first scene was him kicking over boxes with Davis. Davis looking at him like, yo, kid, control your emotions, dog. You and her just kicking over stuff for no reason. The scene looked crazy with him doing it too. They could have helped him out with the edits, you know, maybe do close shots on him while he doing that. Instead of far away, it's just looking like, you know, he fake mad kicking over boxes. I'm like, yo, what is going on? And then they put a great plan together. They figure it out. Noma, Don Carter is setting them up. Okay, Kane, or not Kane, Drew and Diana, they come through. They saved the day. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. Drew, Diana put it together, came through, saved the day. Monet, Tariq, both of them alive. That's dope. They gonna come back and get their get back. They set up a play. Bring Effie in, bring Brayton in. We're gonna talk about him too. He's steady getting high. He can't stop it. He literally can't stop himself. They all in the middle of handling a job and he getting high. Like, what's wrong with you? Effie looking like, yo, you got a problem, dog. You need to solve that. But they put the plan together. Tariq is supposed to turn on Don Carter when he figure out it's Don Carter in this booth. Alright, you don't need to have no words. Ain't no telling if he telling you the truth or lying anyway. Just blow his head off. Just get it done. Get it over with. He pulls the gun on him and start talking. Don Carter takes the gun from him. Dog, how goofy can you be? He get the gun took from him? But you know what though? His dad did the same thing. I start thinking about it. I'm like, yo, Ghost did the same thing with Kanan. He start talking and, you know, trying to have words with Kanan and they end up fighting. The only difference is Ghost could fight. Ghost won that fight. Remember Kanan being left in the burning building? He did the same thing as his dad. Start talking, got the gun took from him. I said, oh my God. But it didn't go good for him. He literally got the gun took from him, put in handcuffs, put in the car, and then was about to get taken somewhere and probably about to get knocked off. If it wasn't for Brayden being so fearless, and probably was because he was getting high. You know, he on that dope. He like, man, I gotta do something. I gotta make a move. Effie like, yo, what are you about to do? He runs the car into Don Carter. Now, all reality is out the window. Best believe that. Because them cop cars should have cameras or something, right? Like, I don't know, you know, maybe because he's a special detective, he don't got no cameras on his car. But it's just like, I don't know what they doing when we start talking about reality. Even with Davis knocking off Buddy when they was by the water and stuff, he pulls him into the forest. I'm like, okay, maybe he gonna bury him or something. I don't, you know, they gonna come back and get Davis for that too, because it's easy to put two and two together. Like, yo, where's our guy at? He left with you. Now he's gone. Like, well, what's going on? You know, but you know, it was some scenes that was good too, that was really good, and we got to talk about that too. Like, Power Book 2 is the one spinoff that I feel like I watch and it's very good scenes, so I say, oh man, that's dope. And then I watch and go, what was they thinking with this? It's like highs and lows with these scenes, you know. And Mary J. Blige had some good scenes. You know, I know everybody tough on her for her acting. We're going to get to the last part when she was being like the equalizer. She looked like Queen Latifah playing the equalizer. Like, yo, that scene was kind of crazy. You know, it's just not believable. But we're going to talk about the positive first. The positive was her and Kane, that scene that they had when they was in Ghost's old office, basically, that room that they was in, where they was having a dinner with Noma, that was a great scene. It was a great moment between the mom and the son. That scene with Diana and Drew, and I was still thinking maybe they was gonna turn on Monet, but that scene that they had when they was in the hotel, that was a great scene too, right? That was a great scene. The scene with Monet and Kane was a great scene. The scenes with her and her kids was great this episode. I think maybe she was able to tap into, you know, something, you know, with, you know, her being older and her just, you know, whether it's little cousins, kids, or whatever it may be, she was able to tap into something something, and it came out very well. I like their chemistry. It reminded me of some of the relationships I got with my aunties and my mom and stuff like that. Like, we get behind closed doors and how we talk and stuff like that. So I say they did a good job with that. Gotta call a spade, in my opinion. They did a good job with that, you know. But that ending scene, that was just like, okay, when did Monet turn into, you know, James Bond? Like, she hitting people with a pistol from a distance. 3, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, oh, okay, when they start doing this, I feel like I start watching John Wick. I say, yo, when Monet turn into this type of person, right? So she's just whacking people, getting down to the basement where they got Kane. And Kane made a major mistake too. He looked up, nothing but Africans around him. I said, yo, boy, you trusting them Africans, man? Listen, when I was younger, we used to go get the fake J's. I only did it once, all right? So I only did it once. And the only reason I only did it once, because I went to these Africans, and they was like, yo, they just like the real J's. We literally stole them. They the real thing. Man, I put them J's on. I think they were some 7s. Man, I put them J's on. Dog, it took a day. And the color start going away. I'm like, yo, what is going on? The color going away, I'm wearing them. Then I stopped wearing them. People like, yo, why you don't wear your 7s no more? I couldn't even say that. I'm like, then I tried a marker. I'm looking bad out here. I'm like, man, I can't trust them Africans, man. I'm just saying, certain situations be crazy. I done dated some African chicks though. They was good to me, you know, no lie. You know, they love the boys from America. You know what I'm saying? They was good to me. So no disrespect. You know, I dated a Nigerian and an Ethiopian. Both of them was real good to me. So it ain't nothing too serious, but I'm just saying, they'll get you if they could get you. But they all turn on Kane. He like, yo, what's going on? First off, because he don't know what's happening. And then he figure it out. He put it together. He like, yo, I ain't turning against my mom. And guess what? Monet came back for him. Monet didn't care. She knew that most likely she wasn't going to make it up out of there. Even with the James Bond-like skills, right? Because she was just overmatched. But she come busting, you know, she taking out everybody. This real love to get her son. You know what I'm saying? You know the song, Real Love. She got to get her baby, right? She gets knocked off. Diana, Drew, they come in. Kane laying on the floor tied up. They all watch they mom bleed out. And it's a couple people fault. One, Kane, because you shouldn't have been trying to marry Noma. Your mom was trying to tell you, like, she can't be trusted. And she can't. She trying to knock off your mama, dog. She can't be trusted. But then Tariq, with him being so goofy, Don Carter got to make a call. That's what really threw everything off. Tariq being goofy, panicking with the gun, getting the gun taken from him. Now it set everything in motion, you know. So all of that was crazy, man. Braden, let's talk about Braden, man, because Braden is a guy I expect to go in this last episode. He been wilding. He can't stop getting high. Tariq is begging him, yo, dog, don't get high. Please don't. He can't stop getting high. That's gonna come back and bite him in the butt. And then, you know, the girl situation. Hopefully that's not another thing where they just leave that plot open, right? Just like so many other characters that people was putting in the comments of my last video, you know, where I touched on the writing and, you know, the direction they went a little bit, right? But it's a lot of storylines that's just out there and won't get closure. That might be another one of those cases where his girl, no information that he done took out somebody, you know, he just show up at Tariq room and then we just supposed to just forget his girl know that information and everything just move forward and he just stopped messing with her. You know, I really don't know what they doing when they open up storylines and don't finish them, but I do think Braden definitely gonna get knocked off. All signs is leading to that. I hope Effie make it out, right? But it's a chance she not. Because what they really were showing too is good things happening for people this episode too. Effie got a good thing for her. You know, Diana and Drew, they confide in each other about what they going through. Kane about to get married. They bring Dirk onto the show. And, you know, man, he some of these scenes when they bring these rappers in be like, whoa. But everybody started off getting good news, and that's how I knew, okay, yeah, things gonna go wrong for a lot of these characters. So hopefully Effie make it out. Who do you think is going to survive? Because all of them ain't gonna survive. We know majority of them will go. This is my prediction. It's either gonna go a couple of ways. Either it's gonna be Tariq and Effie, they gonna be the survivors. Tariq and Diana gonna be the survivors, or it's gonna be one of them. So either Diana or Effie, right? One of the chicks is gonna survive, and then everybody else is gonna go. That's how I see it playing out. Tariq gonna take one of the chicks, or he gonna go, and just one of them will actually survive. I doubt they gonna let Effie and Diana both survive, but if I had to make a guess, one of them definitely gonna survive, and possibly both. That'll be my guess. One of them or both of them and Tariq. Them will be the three possible survivors in my opinion. Y'all let me know. Who do you think gonna survive this next episode? Of course, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed and you've been watching me, I know it's a few of y'all, a lot of y'all that done seen me and ain't subscribed. So subscribe to the channel, click that like button, and like always, y'all be easy, be safe, peace.